As if you think the world can't get any weirder, and then it does. There seems to be a sudden rise in artificial intelligence, AI, e-girls taking over the internet. Most social media don't even know they're engaging with an artificially generated girl. Take Mila Sophia for an example. She's a virtual influencer that's grown her following by the thousands. Although the profile does not hide the fact that she's an AI creation, she does look at her. She looks pretty lifelike. Many of her followers don't even bother to read the bio, so they don't realize she doesn't really even exist. As the National Pulse notes, AI girls like Mila are being used by Ukraine to lure Russian soldiers into giving up strategic information. But it's not just the Russian soldiers being lured in. Websites like DreamGF.ai allow users to create their custom dream girl. Users can craft up their dream girlfriend and engage in artificial intelligence chats with her as well. Users can pick their body type, age, hair color, and even ethnicity. Although the girls look extremely realistic, the reality is these fake girlfriends are creating one extremely lonely generation of, pathetic men. Joining us now to discuss the dangers of artificial intelligence, e-girls, is the digital media manager for the Center for Renewing America, Kingsley Cortes, and Turning Point Ambassador Deborah Lee. Ladies, look, you thought it was bad to compete against the women getting cosmetic surgery and posting, Photoshop pictures on social media a la Kim Kardashian, but this is taking it to the next level, introducing e-girls into the mix. I have to ask, and I'll start with you, Kingsley, what is this going to do to young women already struggling with their body image?
This will be catastrophic, Emerald. What popular culture today really fails to realize is that femininity and womanhood is so much more than appearance deep, right? Dylan Mulvaney and Bruce Jenner will never be women, no matter how much they appear to be so. The same goes for this AI model. Women have unique characteristics that are God-given. They have a spirit of virtue, gentleness, care. This AI model can never raise a family. It can never have a child or serve a husband. Women's roles in organized and ordered society can't be replaced by technology. But I do think that this says a lot about our culture, right? Because women have so rejected traditional feminine roles, I think society is looking elsewhere to fulfill those roles, right? We're bombarded with magazines every single day that have transgender caricatures of women, that have obese models that we're supposed to believe are beautiful. So I think in order to fight the societal decay that this AI will inevitably cause, women need to recapture their femininity. They need to celebrate being beautiful again. They need to celebrate motherhood, and that which makes them uniquely female.
Yeah, it's just so contradictory. In real life, they want men to be ugly women because it's very rare you see a pretty trans woman, right? But then on the metaverse and in the virtual world, they want women to look like these supermodel women that they criticize in real life. Deborah, it was hard growing up. I'm quite a bit older than the both of you. And it's difficult being a coming of age woman then. It almost seems impossible to me now, Deborah. How do you encourage young women to deal with what's going on?
I absolutely agree with her message, but nothing, artificial intelligence, robots, nothing will ever be able to truly replace the touch of a woman. But I also sympathize with the younger generation who's dealing with the highest levels of anxiety, depression, body image issues, and adding artificial intelligence models is just going to make that all worse. But I really want to know who's responsible for pushing this on society, because as we know, we already have a huge problem with the nuclear family in this country. People are not getting married, they're not having children, and I would chalk that up to dating apps, the over selection and the over ability of men to just go and pick a different woman. What's the point of staying in a relationship if you just have endless options? And I think this creates another path for that, where what's the point of a man being a stand-up man and being the type of man that a woman would want to marry and have children with, when he can just get a girlfriend online? He can sit on his couch with his Cheeto covered fingers and just scroll for that that companionship online rather than going out into the real world. So I think this is just another step towards the destruction of American society and just Western society across the world. But women, rest assured, no one's ever going to be able to replace us, not characters, not artificial intelligence. There is nothing like a woman. We bring life into this world. We are healers, we are nurturers, and we're just overall incredible. So I think women, as Kingsley said, we need to be proud of our femininity. We need to be out there and just the most feminine women that we can be to get men away from these artificial intelligence and whoever's driving this into our society.
Deborah, I think you really touched on a key point there, and that who's behind this push. Because when you look at it, yeah, you can say it's kind of anti-woman, it's this and this and this, but at the end of the day, it really serves the purpose of what we also talk about on this show with our global elites and what the future they want for us regular peasants who take up their space and air. And what better way to reduce the population than to keep people from reproducing altogether by having an online girlfriend or boyfriend, Kingsley, an online husband or wife that they put on a headset and interact with, right?
No, absolutely. And just to give you a statistic too, to talk about kind of that phenomenon that we're seeing emerging, 45% of women between the ages of 25 and 44 will be single and childless by 2030. I mean, that should blow us all away. This is just crazy stuff. We've never seen anything like it in terms of societal norms. So the way that technology and our global elite are seeking to change the nuclear family that has succeeded and existed for generations is despicable. And we need to be sure that we're standing up and fighting it. I want to see conservatives engaged in these cultural issues.
And I know you're engaging on that level with Turning Point. Deborah, just final thought on this. I mean, it's too weird to even ask questions about, but it is the future they want for us. So just your final thought, Deborah.
I think changing the course of the future is up to women like us, being proud to be conservative, taking pride in our looks and our appearance, because you should. Everyone, I think, should take pride in their appearance. It's very sad to see people walking around just really showing that they don't care about how they present to the world or how they feel on the inside. So being cool, being smart, being educated, and also bringing this conversation up. We can no longer be silent. When you're out with your girls, bring up politics. I don't want to be that annoying friend, but everything's political nowadays, and the more hands on deck is the way to winning this country back from the people who want to destroy us and essentially end our population.
Yeah, I think getting out there, encouraging people and your friends to get married, a traditional marriage, have a bunch of babies, and then train those babies, especially their young sons, up in the right way. And that's the hope I see. And I'm very hopeful when I look at young women like both of you, Kingsley and Deborah, and we appreciate you being here.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much.